Forget what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
Tomorrow, anniversary.
Yeah.
9/11. Something else happened on that day. Something horrible, if I remember. I mean, the buildings were bad enough. But something happened on that day.
Yeah.
There was an entity that came into the world.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's your birthday.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're
Thanks,
welcome,
Brian.
But today is my daddy's birthday, and he would be 84 if he hadn't passed away. Happy birthday, Dad. I miss you every day.
Today?
Today's his birthday.
Okay. Well, yeah, happy birthday.
Jenny thinks he's hot. I
saw that.
I put a picture of him when he was like 24
I saw that.
or something.
Yeah.
He was a nice looking guy.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, I
about
wouldn't
it.
either.
I wouldn't want to offend
either
Jenny
one.
or your dad. So not that. Well, only one of them's listening.
Right.
So,
Dad up in heaven.
Yeah.
Jenny can't stand it.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
why would she listen to us?
Never mind.
She's been on the show though.
Yeah, she has a couple times, I think.
She's got a book out, The Armed Citizen.
So. Yeah.
Amazon.
Have you read
Dr. Jenny Carlson. No, I'm waiting for a free copy.
Yeah.
I'm going to be waiting for a long time.
Maybe after it goes out of print.
I am in the acknowledgments, though. That's nice.
Yeah, because you actually have read it?
I read parts of it.
Oh, okay.
She sent before
you really
she
haven't read it.
I haven't read the whole thing, no.
Yeah.
I've read the acknowledgments.
To see your name.
In the first chapter.
Yeah.
Well, no, she sent the drafts to me.
Yeah,
before you got it. Okay.
I would just say though, that when you pick it up in the bookstore or wherever, or just hearing it on this show,
Oxford Press,
when you realize that in the acknowledgments is your name.
Yep.
That tells you something about how the rest of the book is going to go, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah. Well, right. No, really, go pick it up. What's it called?
The Armed Citizen in a...
And it is available now.
World of Decline or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that's right. It's available now?
Yeah. Amazon.com, Dr. Jennifer Carlson, Oxford Press.
Why hasn't she been on to talk about her book? The last time we had her on, she did talk about it a little bit, but we were talking about that ridiculous article that she wrote about
the views expressed on this show are not just generally...
Well, how men need guns to compensate, right?
Right. And we talked about how that's not exactly what she meant.
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, she'll be going back teaching pretty soon.
Yeah, she's a teacher. Does she know we talk about her so much on the show?
She does not, and she doesn't listen, so we're safe.
Oh, I know that.
She goes, not since I've been on the show. You guys are jerks.
Yeah. Well, she didn't listen before that either.
No, she didn't. She's got way better things to do than us. She didn't
listen while she was on the show.
Yeah, poor Jenny. I miss her. Yeah, college is coming back. She's going back. Teaching. Reading, writing, arithmetic.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of education, I mean, we think education's bad now, right? I was watching.
Yeah, we do. Public education.
Yeah, public.
Bad. Yes.
I was watching like outtakes from the Newlywed Game, and these would have been from the 70s.
Yeah.
They must go out of their way to find the dumbest people in the world, and I think they do.
Well, sure.
Every one of them, men and women, were dumber than rocks. I mean,
yeah.
They said, what's your husband's favorite crustacean? And the woman said, the things that get in the corner of his eyes. Right?
Did it match?
No, he said lobster, and she goes, lobsters aren't crusty. And there was another thing. It says, what's your husband's...
If you leave them sitting out long enough, they are.
What's your husband's favorite rodent? I don't know what a rodent is. I'm going to say trombone.
Well.
And then condiment. What's your husband's favorite condiment?
Trojan.
Yeah, I thought it was going to say that, but it didn't. It was, I don't know, like Corvette?
Yeah.
Well, these people did not... one was, what would... something about what country would your husband pick a sports car from or something like that?
Huh? That's a weird question.
What other country? I mean, what foreign country? That's what it was. What foreign country? And she said, well, United States? No, foreign country. And she went, Texas?
Well,
it was. It's a republic.
Yeah.
No, these were dumb
the
people.
only state that ever reserved the right to secede but doesn't have the right anymore.
Apparently not. Well, nobody can secede now.
Yeah,
not
right.
After the Civil War, they made it pretty clear they're gonna fight to the end.
Who?
Abraham Lincoln.
The Yanks
are coming. The Yanks are coming.
Yeah. All right. Well, you brought up education. I guess we might as well talk about a sort of local, but I think it's really not issue.
Well, it is a local issue, but it's a gun issue that can affect, it's a gun issue that could affect, it would be of
at
interest
least
to
in
everybody.
neighboring towns.
Yeah, at least over in Pilot.
Yeah.
Mount Pilot. Andy Griffith's show. That's an old reference. I don't know if you get that.
Who's Andy Griffith?
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I'm joking about that. But
I know.
Just do not whistle that song because we will be sued. Stop it.
Well, I'm not doing it well. They have to prove.
I don't know if that matters.
I think it does.
I don't know if it does.
They look. I think they look. That's going to rain because the crap birds are singing.
Okay. So
Clio School, it's an ongoing issue.
Yeah, and we've had Kenneth Herman on a couple times on the show.
Plaintiffs. Yes.
He sued Clio Schools, him and Michigan Open Carry,
not being allowed
because they wouldn't allow him to open carry in the schools, even when state law
lawful,
is very clear on the issue.
And the judge agreed.
And there were previous court cases that
address that.
Yes.
There's another suit going on with the city of Ann Arbor and a school district.
Yes,
there
is. Yes, there is.
Similar lines.
Similar. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know how it could go any differently.
And the University of Michigan's being sued.
Yep.
For their gun ban on the campus.
Yeah.
It's under the same argument, preemption.
Yeah. It seems like a pretty strong argument. I mean,
I would think so, yeah.
But we'll see. So anyway,
University of Michigan has a lot more money than the Ann Arbor School District or the Clio School District.
Yeah.
And better political connections.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. I was going to say it's a good thing
because the governor went there. And the governor's anti-gun.
And that's a pretty good political connection to have, right?
I think so.
I talked to him one time.
What did he say?
Hi
there, nice of you to come.
Pretty much.
Park my car right over there.
Yeah, pretty.
Yes, sir, Mr. Governor.
Could you give me another bottle of water?
By golly.
And I got him water. I did.
Of course you did.
Yeah. Okay, so Clio Schools apparently, coincidentally, right before school starts, right? Because the judge ruled judge ruled that they must they can't prohibit people from entering the schools who are lawfully carrying a firearm.
The first let's back up. First thing they said is that, you can come in, but we'll put the school in lockdown and we'll call the police.
And they hung signs
saying
that said that.
Yeah.
Attention CPL holders.
Now school has started. Oh, yeah, school just started this week in Michigan. And what did they do?
Well, so it was Clio, didn't they install wasn't that a newly installed locks?
Yeah, they had locks and you had to buzz to get in, and
Right.
They spent millions of dollars on
Which I don't know if they spent millions or not.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, of course, it's what you heard. I don't know if they actually did spend millions of dollars on it.
They spent at least $50 on it.
And then they realized that that's not going to stop somebody from coming in and shooting up the children. So they made the only policy change that will, in fact, stop people from shooting up the children. They banned everybody.
Yeah, they basically did.
I mean, really, they did, right? What they said
parents
is...
will not be allowed in the school.
Yeah, parents must wait outside for their student. Yep. And if it's unexpected that you're picking up your student, you can come in, tell them in the office, and then go back outside and wait for your parents.
That's ridiculous.
Right, which is absolutely absurd. Well, it's not going to do any good.
So we'll see what happens when it's 20 degrees below zero and the parents are standing out there waiting for their kids.
Okay, well, I will tell you, a local school district to us in the area has the same policy, essentially. They went as far, and this really made me feel like children were safe in this school. They painted a line on the floor.
A do not cross line?
It was a line on the floor. It was probably 20 feet, maybe into the main doors.
Okay.
Right before the office door. No, right after the office door.
This is in the building.
In the building.
Okay.
They painted a line on the floor in the building.
Yeah.
So you could wait inside, but you could not cross that line.
Well, that makes everyone safer.
And you know what? If you did, like I was in there one time and somebody was like straddling the line, waiting for their children.
Did they whack his pee-pee?
They did not. What? No, they made him back up though, because they were over that line.
Yeah. So they're treating the parents like children.
There's some magical force field that's going to stop bullets and swords and people.
Hand grenades, axes, battle axes, lances.
The other thing
pikes,
that they did was
maces.
Was required every single visitor that's going to go into that school and cross that line get a background check.
Are you kidding?
I am not kidding.
That's ridiculous.
I am not kidding. Any visitor, if you were grandpa and going up to have lunch with your grandson, you must have a background check, and they can't do it on the spot.
No,
right? It takes weeks.
Right, you have to do it.
You have to do it ahead of time. So if you thought maybe through the school year, and it's not just volunteers, which is what state law actually says, and it took a while. I think they finally understand that now, but you'd have to plan ahead. Like I might go up there to have lunch or something someday. Or bring a snack to this kid's classroom.
This isn't Clio. This is another school.
Right.
And no one's sued about invasion of privacy. And
I haven't seen that, but I also the requirement now that they're stating is for volunteers, which I think is in line with state law, which is still absurd.
Well, yeah, I guess
it is. Oh, come on, it is. It is. It's absurd.
So should teachers have background checks?
I think it should be up to the private corporation that hires those teachers whether they want to give them background checks or not.
It's public.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. Well, whatever keeps the kids safe. I mean, having armed, law-abiding citizens in a school would never work.
No.
Even though it's been shown to work.
Yeah. So now in Clio, when somebody who wants to do harm buzzes in and says, I'm going to pick up my kid, goes to the office and starts shooting, the armed parents that are abiding by the policy, waiting outside and can't get through the locked door, aren't going to be able to do a damn bit of good.
Well, I know that I think it was the plaintiff that we had, Kenneth, was talking, or maybe it was another parent at that school, was talking to one of the sheriff's deputies that was in the parking lot just doing whatever they do in DARE or whatever. And he was just shaking his head going, this is ridiculous. Now, we can't even get in if we need to get in there in a hurry because they apparently don't have any of the passes or whatever to get into the school. So it's going to keep firefighters out.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
There was another school district that was going to invest in metal detectors, too, and I don't know which one that was. I think there's some in the Detroit area that have that.
Oh, yeah, there are for sure. I knew I knew a person who was I guess, security